Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul, and I'm an effective counselor, and I'm here today with Nikki, and she has a problem. So we're gonna see if I can do anything to help her um, by doing some effective counseling with her. Okay, now Nikki, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi.
You have a problem which you said you've been trying to deal with for a long time.
Yes, I
Could
have. Yes.
you could you explain to me what's actually happening to you?
Yes, my situation is that sometimes when dealing with people, especially like in workplace or even in private life, I got this situation that I let people to take advantage of me,
Hmm.
and at that moment, I I'm not able to say no. Sometimes I got difficulty to say no to people, even I know that it's something against that I feel. And then later on, when I am on my own, I start think about it, and I know, okay, maybe I should have said this or that. But I got the biggest problem at that situation to be able to say no and not feel that I am like submissive with people.
Right. So when you feel like this, what do you feel inside? Do you feel that like anxiety or scared?
Mainly, I feel like being scared and like frustration.
Hmm. So you feel scared and like frustration,
Yes.
right? Have you ever thought to yourself that maybe this maybe stemmed from when you were younger, that maybe at home, uh, maybe growing up with sisters, brothers, even parents. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
somehow you used to be the one who everybody would depend on to do things.
Yes, I think you're right because I am the oldest from four four like I got older siblings, and I'm the oldest, and always I was brought up like on countryside, and my parents, especially my mom, she always gave me a lot of duties and things to do. So I was always the one who had to take care of housework of younger brother and sisters as well.
Right,
And sometimes I also got feeling that I was the first one, and in that society they believe that a son is more important maybe than a girl,
right,
and I maybe could feel that as well. So I was maybe trying to prove them that I am like a boy, like I got the energy and strength to do even physical work in a
right.
garden, like a boy
So,
for them.
right. So you felt in a way that you had to play two parts. One as a girl and one as a boy, to
Yes,
try and convince your parents that you were just as good as your brother.
yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
Now, see, in life, right? When we when we try to be two things at once, right? Then sometimes our personality split,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes people can feel from you that you're vulnerable,
Okay.
and even though you think you are being good, kind, they can actually feel that there's a weakness there, and they can manipulate this. So I think you will find when you go out with someone like a friend or whatever, they would more look at you to kind of take the lead, and they would say, "Oh, Nikki, would you do this for me?" Because they know that your weakness is you cannot say no, and that you will try somehow to please them. And I think maybe this is the way how from you were young that you've been trying to please your parents, trying to please your brothers and your
Yes.
sisters. And I think you have to somehow bring yourself to realize that that's not the way you should be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by saying no is no bad thing, because everyone have to have a limitation to everything they do in life.
I see.
And if you, let's take for instance, okay, you're going to work with a lady, and every day you pick her up and take her to work, okay? She's getting the same money as you, right? But she's never offered to help you with the petrol or anything. But you've been doing this for months after months after months. One day, you haven't got the money to put petrol in your car. How do you think you're going to get to work?
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to ask the lady because this isn't you, because you know you're confident, is not that you can go and ask, can I have some petrol to put petrol
Yeah,
in the
I
car?
understand. Mm-hmm.
So what do you do? Do you stay at home and you don't ask for help? So you see, that's where you need to change, because you will get into these situations that basically you'll be stuck and you won't be able to get on with your life, because you're thinking to yourself, if I ask this lady, some, you know, she will say no. But yet you cannot say no yourself to this lady. Ask her, can I have some petrol money to take in the car? Now, have you ever stopped and consider that if you were to say to that lady, um, I will call her Jane, for
Okay.
instance. Jane, today I haven't got any money. Uh, would you mind contributing to the petrol? What do you think she would say?
Well, um, I had in life some other situations, so it's a good example of saying. Um, I don't know. She could say either yes, I understand if you don't have money, so I can help you, or she could turn her back to me because she would feel, oh, it's unusual. Nikki is behaving differently today. She's asking me.
But is that how you feel
Yes,
that
yes.
she would think?
That's how how I feel.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the reason why you wouldn't say this to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at it the other way. Okay?
Mhm.
That if she was the one who was taking you to work, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think she would ask you for the money for petrol?
Well, I believe she would. Yes.
Right. Okay. So therefore, if you believe that somebody would do something to you, then don't you think that you should be able to do the same,
Yeah.
rather than keeping it to yourself and suffer in silence?
Mhm.
You should ask her, test the water to find out whether if she would. You see, because by not doing that, it's giving her more of an excuse to keep on depending on you to take her to work for nothing.
Yes.
Remember, you're getting the same wages, you're having to travel the same distance, you're both doing the same
Mhm.
job, but you're putting the petrol in to take her to work, to bring her home. Yeah? So
Yes.
you have to weigh it up, and you have to say to yourself, okay, it's about time I get it out of my head.